Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another video. So sorry I'm a little bit late because yesterday I didn't realize that it was Wednesday. So this is a Thursday episode. I'm really sorry about that. But also yesterday was kinda weird because there were some political issues. I'm not gonna talk about that because we're here to talk about hobby, and that is a good thing for us right now. So sit back, enjoy the next couple of minutes, because I have some interesting news for you. This time it's not really Games Workshop, but I bought this. I didn't have to order it. There was a bookstore near me and they had this somehow. I don't know why. So I just bought it. It was really fortuitous. And in there, this is just a slipcase, by the way, was this comic. And this is going to be my first... they don't have their own publishing. This is my first Corvus Belli book review. It's not really a book. It's a graphic novel. It's beautiful. It's really well drawn. I really love the art style in it. And also in this limited edition is a model. And it's a cute one. Focus. Yes. Ksenia Lavoshkina. I really don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm really sorry. But yeah, what is this about? If you have read comics, which I'm going to operate on the assumption that you do. Someone writes it, someone draws it. And the writer of the story is Victor Santos. The artist is Pedro Andreo. I must say, I like it. It has issues. Let's talk about the story first. We have 5 main characters, basically, but as likable as the main character is, let me show you. This is also something that I really like. We have here some concept arts, how our real main character was supposed to look and how she ended up, how her gadgets or her robot companion is evolving throughout the sketches, and all the other characters. These are just some examples. I really love this. This is great. And also the reasoning behind changes and how the artist was like, yep, I knew immediately what this character is going to look like. Just like the model here on the side and the back side, and the bodyguard. Really great. I really enjoyed this. My problem with this is it has some pacing issues because sometimes it just time jumps and it's really not that clear. I mean, there are enough clues in it because at one point one of the characters says, in the next couple of weeks you're going to fight for those people. Cut, next page. Couple of weeks have passed, but there is no indication whatsoever. In other points, in other parts of the story, it's really seamless. The time jump is really well made, so it's a back and forth with these situations. So I'm kinda torn with this, but I still really like the story. Also, what I really like, so if you're new to this, maybe a veteran of the whole Infinity Human Sphere storyline, will have more enjoyment out of this book, but an access guide to the Human Sphere, a glossary. So every word you have in here, not every word, obviously, but some of the things that are really specific to the universe, you have a description. You don't have to Google it. You don't have to put this away, pick up your phone, go to your PC, whatever you have to do to Google. You are just in the medium. I really like this. again, some pacing issues here and there, which is fine. My other problem is, however, we have our main character, Uhahu is her name. We get a little bit of backstory for her, but I feel like this should have been a lot more girthier to really learn the characters. Because, again, we have a little bit of background for her, but it's not enough for me to be invested in her story. We get a little bit of background for him. I forgot his name because when you know me, I'm really terrible with names. Also, I already forgot every other name in there. I'm really sorry. I'm really bad at names. And yeah, the other three characters in their troop, one of which has a little bit of backstory. The other two are just like, oh yeah, here is a line which encapsulates both of them. And that's just like, oh yeah, I already know that they're not going to survive this story, because there wasn't just enough time to delve into them. We didn't get to know them. That was, I don't know, I was kind of sad because I really wanted to know these characters. There are still character packs around, so you can buy these characters as models and use them as proxies for the game, which is amazing, which I really, really do love. It's fantastic. But as soon as these are sold out, you can't get these anymore. For newcomers, I would right now say it's a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Maybe I expected something else. I will have to think about this a little bit more. But for veterans, it's probably a 7 or an 8. So I really can't tell. But there are enough things to get to know the universe more, which again, I really, really do love. This is focused on the Nomad faction and all the three subcultures in them, the sectorial armies, which is called in the Infinity Universe. So that was really interesting. And to get to know them, to get to know a little bit of the background, just in one comic book is really, really nice. What I would be really funny, but this is just me nitpicking, would be this in manga style, because I don't know, I expected it to be like that. Then I looked at the backside of it and I was like, oh, it's really like a Western comic book. I have Batman and Deadpool for this. I don't need another comic book in Western style. It would have been really funny to have it as a manga and to go from the other side. But again, that's just nitpicking. I will have to look into how to obtain the other two books, because one is already sold out. It's only available in Spanish, so I have to read this with my phone with Google Translate and just skip over everything. But I'm really, really interested in it, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, again, I really like it. It's just sad that there is no Kindle version of it, there is no EPUB version of it, or anything else which could be digital. All the rules are for free, which is amazing, and are digital, especially now in 5th edition. But we can't get the stories. There must be a reason behind that, obviously. If they could, they would. I really believe this. Because when you see interviews of the Corvus Belli people, they are adorable, they are great, they do understand who the fan is, who the customer is. And I don't think that this is an oversight or anything. There must be another big reason for it. Maybe it's just not viable enough, which I totally understand. But yeah, again, really enjoyed it. I'm going to look into the other two versions of the other two graphic novels and then the novels as well. And then obviously also talk about this. I'm not going to go into spoilers. We can talk spoilers in another video if you want. But before I end this, I have something special. And this is, I have an interview coming with another content creator. I'm not going to spoil who it is, but we already have a couple of questions on how to get into Infinity and what's coming in the future and stuff like that. So if you have any question, please let me know in the comment section. Again, we already have a couple of questions which we're gonna cover on the interview, and I will just compile it into one big list. I already sent the creator the questions that I already have, and you have maybe a week for that. We still have to look into how we're going to do it, because next week is going to be a little rough time-wise, but we're going to do this, and I'm really excited for it. So yeah, if you have questions for the game, please let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Please also leave your other thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I'm keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the YouTube stuff, because hitting buttons is not only fun. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more wargaming and lore, hopefully 3 times a week. And by that, I of course mean like and subscribe. And if you want, you can support me with the links in the description box as well. Otherwise, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic. Stay hydrated. What was that move? I was a little bit too fast for my outro. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, bye, bye.